Another week, another comic haul. Let's check out what I got. Hey everyone, it's vmcampos, comic book fan. So I went to the comic shop and picked up some things. Let's see what I got. So the first thing that I have here is Rocko's Modern Life number 3, the fine art cover. I'm loving these covers. They take the classic characters and make them full of so much pathos. I got number 3, and I also got number 4. So this is Filbert and Ed and Bev Bighead. Wow, I can't believe I still remember those names from a cartoon from 20 years ago. Anyway, look at these covers. Amazing. I have number 1. I'm missing number 2. Here's 3 and 4. Just epic. I picked up a few back issues that I was missing. I was reading Squirrel Girl on the reg, and after the main shop that I would get comics at closed down, I kind of fell off. So I'm picking them up again. Funny thing is that, okay, number 29, Legacy. I don't think they really added the numbers up. But anyway, Squirrel Girl by Henderson and North and Renzi. Really enjoyable, really funny. I need to catch up with the story. Here's a cool sort of classic sci-fi cover homage. The Forbidden Planet. Hilarious. Number 31. Behold, you enjoy escapes, rodents, intrigue, combat, and wacky entertainment? Let our volume enchant you. Observation unbeatable. Speaking of legacy, here's Daredevil number 600 with the Mayor Fisk storyline. We've got Soul, Gage, Carney, Perkins, Mila, and Troy, creative team. I'm not a big Daredevil reader. I liked the recent, well, it's not recent anymore, but the last Secret Wars reboot, I liked that. And I wanted to pick up 600 because it's a big ol' high number. High numbers, the highest one at the moment, Action Comics number 1000. 80-page giant from DC, landmark issue, $7.99. I got the regular cover. There's a bunch of these covers out, of course. I got the regular one. And I'm not a big Superman reader, but historic. In terms of history, this is pretty cool to be at 1000, number 1000, the highest numbered American comic at the moment. I am a big Spider-Man reader, and here I picked up Amazing Spider-Man number 800, concluding the Go Down Swinging storyline. So a lot of hype for this book with the Red Goblin. As usual, beautiful Alex Ross covers. And this time we've got an 80-page, one story, no holds barred for $9.99. A lot of stuff happens in this one. Creative team, Slot, Imonen, Ramos, Kamunkoli, Martin, and Bradshaw. On the other end of the numerical spectrum, I got DC Nation number 0. 3 all-new stories for only 25 cents. This is pretty cool. I like for 25 cents, you get some stories from your favorite characters. The summer of events starts now. Rated T14. So I wish comics were a little bit more affordable. Back in my day, I started with comics being 75 cents. I remember when they went to $1. So now I wish that they were back to that cost. Speaking of cost, for free I picked up the Marvel Free Previews number 11 featuring Fantastic Four number 1. Because you demanded it, the world's greatest comic magazine is back. So we've got some brand new stories with Marvel's first family. Way back in 1961, the Fantastic Four launched. They've been out of commission since Secret Wars. Now they're coming back. So a cool preview book of the next stories coming out, previews of covers, and like resin statues and stuff. In another comic publisher here, Infinity 8. What's the publisher of this one again? Sorry, Lion Forge. This is Infinity 8 Volume 1, number 3 by Bert Hale, Trondheim, and Zepp. Love and Mummies storyline. This is a reprint of a European comic that came out a few years ago, is the American version. It's been enjoyable. It's space adventure, mummies, monsters, rated M. There's a little bit of nudity, bad language and stuff, violence, and it's been enjoyable. This is volume 1. I believe number 4 will have a volume 2. More European comics, sort of. Here's Barbarella number 5. This is by Carey and Yarar. European in terms of Barbarella being a French comic from the 60s, plus the movie from the 70s. She's got a new series. I picked up a couple of these. This is number 5, cover 2. This is number 4, cover 1. So, cool covers. The story is weird and interesting, and I wanted to continue reading this story. Scooby Apocalypse number 25. Now, this amazing WTF comic was one that I was reading for the first several issues. But again, because the shop I was visiting closed down, I lost subscriptions to a lot of comics. So I wanted to pick this one up because there's a big plot point in issue 25. So we've got creative team Giffen, DeMatteis, Wagner, Owens, Lotfi, Hi-Fi, and Rauch. And also in this issue, The Adventures of Secret Squirrel. DC and Hanna-Barbera are just doing some really interesting things, sort of reimagining their original classic characters. I've seen Snagglepuss, Secret Squirrel, Rough and Ready, all of these classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons really reimagined for the new generation. And this story has been enjoyable. I gotta go back and get the issues that I missed, but it's probably way too many. Maybe I'll pick up some trades. This is the regular cover. I couldn't get the alternate cover. It sold out for the plot point in the story. Over at Dark Horse Comics, I picked up Blackwood number 1. I don't know anything about this at all. I really enjoyed the cover. I think this is cover number 2. And the reason I picked it up is because Evan Dorkin emblazoned the cover. Veronica and Andy Fish, not quite familiar with them, but Evan Dorkin, creator of Milk and Cheese and the Eltingville Club and other cool, interesting comics, so I'd give this a shot. Look at this cover, Vampironica number 2 by Greg and Meg Smallwood. There were so many great covers. There was a Robert Hack cover. I'm not sure who did this cover, but look at it. It's amazing. I'm loving the Archie horror imprint, I guess. What I'm not loving is that this book has been late. Number 3 is going to be late. Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, where is it? Afterlife with Archie, where is that? We've got Jughead the Hunger, I think that's the one that's called. And it's just the creative team is kind of falling off with all of these stories. But this is What If Veronica Became a Vampire? Love that cover. Here's another book that I picked up off the shelf on a whim. I don't know anything about it. This is from Boombox. This is Dodge City, number 1. Creative team, Trujillo, McGee, and Peer. I don't know anything about it. I wanted to check out something random. And yeah, this fits the bill. I'll let you know what I think about it. Another random pickup, Flavor, number 1, by Keating, Clark, Bonvillain, Meyer, and Bozari. So the story about this one, from what I read of the synopsis, is that it's sort of Miyazaki-ish, and it's a world where chefs are very, very, very important in life, and some sort of adventure happens and stuff. So I got number 1. I wanted to check it out. DuckTales number 1, second print, black and white variant cover. So the creative team is Caramana, Usai, Florio, Fontana, and Calabria. There's like a European team behind this series and many of the recent Disney comics over at Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck and such. So I got the second print, sketch cover, pretty funny book. Although I don't know how I feel about the new designs for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. But that's just me being a cranky old man. I got 2 tremendously amazing variant covers for The Walking Dead, number 177. Bill Sienkiewicz is a god, is a goat, is a beast with these variant covers. Just reimagining these characters from The Walking Dead in his own style, just amazing. And this is the latest one. There's Carl. Whoa, I love these covers. We've also got Rick from 2 issues back and Michonne from the previous issue to this. There's also Angela. So this is all part of the New World Order storyline. I guess this is number 6. And these covers are just amazing. Carl R.I.P. I picked up some Tank Girl books. This is from Free Comic Book Day, A Brief History of Tank Girl, number 0 from Titan. Classic Jamie Hewlett Tank Girl art from 1989. She's celebrating 30 years now. So it's an old cover but with new material, introducing you to Tank Girl. We've got Parson, WJC, Edwards, and Martin, original creator there. Speaking of original Tank Girl, I picked up the Tank Girl 30th Anniversary Volume 1. This reprints her very first comic strips when she was in Deadline, a British magazine. And a very good read, seeing the very first Tank Girl stories. The latest Tank Girl stories are in The Wonderful World of Tank Girl, and this is Tank Girl Takes a Trip. I got the regular cover here, number 4, and a very psychedelic cover by Parson. I picked up a back issue here. This is Animosity number 1, great story by Schwager and Dillon and Bennett and De La Torre. This is like the 5th printing or something. I have the first printing and that one had a lot of hype and the story's very good. I saw the 5th printing on the shelves, so I picked it up. It's basically, what if the animals woke up and said no more? Vaguely The Walking Dead, but even worse because now it's all the animals of the world rebelling against humanity. I couldn't pass up Spider-Gwen Annual number 1 variant cover by Ron Lim. I love Spider-Gwen. Great series, great character. I never got this version of her annual. I got the other cover, and I picked it up in the back issue bin, so cool. What was also in the back issue bin was number 21, Mary Jane variant edition. Remember all of those variant editions 10 months ago or so featuring Mary Jane? Never had this one before, and now I do. Spider-Gwen number 31 and 32. I picked both of these up. I always love these Latour covers. This one's interesting because it looks like the Daily Bugle, continuing her recent Gwenom storyline, getting her life back on track. I also picked up the variant cover, which is Deadpool. Wait a minute, Gwenpool, Deadpool, Spider-Gwen. What is this? Gwenpool Dead Spider or something? Interesting that we're having a Deadpool variant month and such. Pretty cool perspective. And lastly, the Despicable Deadpool Legacy variant number or Legacy cover number 300. So it's like a Where's Waldo type of thing of Deadpool's. Deadpool 2099. So there you go, that was my comic haul this time. It was a big one. I hadn't been to the shops in a little while, so I had to go back and just get a lot of things from my pull list. Things that I read regularly, things that I thought were interesting on a whim, cool covers, and all of that. So, see anything you like? What are you reading? What should I pick up? Suggestions? Leave them in the comments. This has been VM Campos. See you at the comic shop.